Welcome back, YouTube. We got a warm weather day. That means we can do some gel testing. We have the Springfield Elite XDM 3.8 inch 10mm. We gave it a fresh cleaning, oiling. It's pretty again after we gave it a freeze test and shot the crap out of it. This gun has functioned flawlessly in everything we've done with it. We've done some weird stuff to it. We've ran all the kinds of ammo through it. We gave it a freeze test. Not a hardcore freeze test, but a good enough one. And we've also done things like backwards bullets, and we shot some 357 SIG through it. We shot some 40 cal through it. No matter what we do, it functions just fine. I don't know what else to do with it other than mud test or sand test, but to tell you the truth, I really don't want to damage this pistol. Some people say that does damage it. Some people say it doesn't damage it. I don't know. Let me know what you think. This is actually going to be part 1 of a 3-part series on 10mm ammunition through this gun in gel and through the chronograph. I like to keep them short for you because I know you have a short attention span sometimes. Some of you might not have a whole bunch of time to watch a 25-30 minute video. You like to watch it in little chunks and not have to keep track of where you're at. So maybe you don't like to see all the different ammos. You just want to focus in on some. So we have, again, a buffet of ammunition. So for part 1, we're going to start with Underwood ammunition. The turkeys really like Underwood. I don't have a whole bunch of different offerings. I have 140 grain extreme penetrator. I have 220 grain hard cast, and I have 100 grain XTP, jacketed hollow point, going 1,300 feet per second. So let's see what it does. Then if you come back to join us for part 2, we're going to run some Hornady custom 150 grain XTPs, and we're going to also run the 100 grain XTPs. Those are close to the Underwood, but just a little bit slower. We're also going to run the critical duty 175 grain flex lock. That's the critical duty, not defense. Now part 3 is going to be hand loads. Hand load wise, we have 3 different offerings of Gold Dot. Gold Dot's an excellent performer in 10mm. It runs through even the M&P 10mm that we didn't do so well with. It liked the Gold Dot. So we have it in 900 feet per second rating, 1050 feet per second, and 1200 feet per second. So let's load up with some Underwood and get started. So first up, Underwood Ammo, 10mm, 180 grain, XTP, jacketed hollow point, going at a listed 1,300 feet per second. Let's see what it does. XTP, let's do it. All right, I don't think we got a chronograph read, but we did get a great entrance wound. Good wound path going all the way down to about 17 inches, 16 and a half. And then it exited. You can see right where it shoved itself right at the side of the block. And amazingly, it's right there in the snow. There she is. That was kind of a hot little round. I forgot about those. I haven't been shooting 10mm. All right, next up, Underwood Ammo, Extreme Penetrator, 140 grain, going at about 1,500 feet per second on the label. Little screwdrivers. All right, little screwdrivers. We're 6 feet off the chronograph, about 10 feet off the block. Maybe the chronograph's not going to work today. It's just light sensitive here where I'm at. I always get the evening sun. I'm trying to hold on to this 10mm a little bit better for this shot. $15.32. So maybe at the end I'll go ahead and I'll capture the XTP, see if I can get a reading on it. Beautiful entrance, beautiful mid wound. Went right through the piece of paper, into the second block, and stopped right at about 6 inches in the second block. Awesome. Now we'll move on to the 220 grain hard cast from Underwood. Flat nose. Traveling at 1,200 feet per second. Little red lipsticks. All right, Underwood lipsticks. I'm expecting these actually to go through both of these blocks. Got another error on the chronograph. It's not going to want to work today. So, smaller entrance wound, of course, but it still does have some disturbances along the flight path. Straight through the first block. Now, This channel here, that's the bigger one on top, that's from a previous test, but underneath it, you see it keeps going, and like I thought, it would go straight through that target, or through that gel. I put this board here, and into the board, and almost out of the board. There it is. So that's a 2x10, 40 inches of gel block, and almost went straight through a 2x10. Pretty awesome. That definitely is some bear defense, woods defense. So as always, Underwood delivers. All of those rounds do excellent, but if you want to talk about penetration, barrier blind, woods defense, bear defense, whatever you want to talk about, these little red lipsticks, they'll go through it. They'll do it. 40 inches of gel block and a 2x10 just about. That's pretty impressive. Good job, Underwood. So we hope you like that test, and we hope you come back for parts 2 and 3. Part 2, we're going to go into some Hornady ammunition. Part 3, we'll be dealing with some reloads. As always, thanks for watching, and if you like this video, please click like, share, and subscribe. See you next time.